know. I am live. All right, welcome to the second semi-final of the 2017 Briggs Cup. We have a giant killing team of Will Hartigan and Adam Bews in the red versus current number 2 ranked team on the SDA tour, Scott Arnold and John Russell in the black. First few points of the game. It's just me here in the comments box on my own, me, Susie, and no one to talk to, so bear with me. This could get random. Oh, that's a bit of confusion there. Hartigan getting a bit overzealous, trying to encroach on Adam's space. Stay in your lane for now.
Oh,
that is a fantastic shot. JR.
Side out 2-1.
Classic there from him. Loves that corner, like back corner. I think yesterday we saw a pretty unsuccessful tactic from Ivan Badan and Mike Ferrer of sort of trying to hit through Adam Bews, and he did a brilliant job of holding his space on that left wall and you know, keeping the ball in play. And when the opportunities arose, he took them and he played some really, really lovely front court shots. And JR and Scott, having watched that match, I'm sure will be keen not to repeat the same mistake. Probably looking to lift it over Adam's head and make him take those extra steps into the back corner.
3-2.
JR and Scott claimed their second tour title a few weeks ago down in Atlanta. Their first was in Buffalo last season. And then their first major one was at the Piedmont Club. I don't remember who they played in the final, but I think they played Swiss and Mikey at some point. It was a very close 5 games. Oh, simple let there. So Russell Arnold up 3-2. I think myself and JR commentated on Adam and Will's match last night. So JR very familiar with their style of play and gave some great insights into that game. He's a very very knowledgeable, very smart little guy, and I'm sure he'll be keen to put into practice what he was talking about last night. We were talking yesterday about, you know, how difficult it can be to get the ball over or around the team of Mudge Martha. They're both, you know, very tall, very rangy players, and I think Scott Arnold fits into that category. He's rather a large mammal himself. Originally from Australia, he lives in Toronto now. That is a rocket into the
4-2.
Right from JR, just whipped his racket head through that one. Not much of a backswing. JR sporting the Bulldog headband, the British Bulldog. I think Aidan Harrison, who's living in Chicago, is the brains behind that motif. That was a
5-2.
Well, probably the right shot. JR was just back behind the red line, giving him a little space for that. Gotta wonder, Bews Hartigan had two very tough 5-game matches to get to this point. 2 fantastic wins, but you know,
6-2.
we've been commenting on what good shape Hartigan's in. He's sort of becoming a bit of an Iron Man of squash, but there's only so much one shoulder can put up with. We'll see
Side
if he's
out,
able to
3-6.
keep up. That's a great shot. Guess if you hit that, you don't need a cannon for an arm, but we'll see. Yeah, there we go. So just Scott and JR both looking to move Adam into that back corner, make him take those steps back that opened up the front right, just as Scott's really made him regret that bad cross court. Slow step there forwards from Adam. It's a lot less fun talking to myself than it is talking to somebody else. So feel free to talk back to me if anyone's actually listening. Oh, Scotty coming into the front left. Big Philly boast there to put him, reset the point. Get JR back into position. Oh, that's definitely a bit of potential for a stroke.
I said it was Monic before.
Okay.
I said it was Monic before. It's Monic and Greg.
Sure.
3-7.
Red team wanting to know who gave what on that one. I guess behind the line they've given the benefit of the doubt for a lap. Very traditional Australian swing Scott Arnold's got.
Side out, 8-3.
Upright wrist and strong arm through the ball. Nice shot there, good finish, and they're up 8-3, so establishing a little lead here in the first game. Great get there from Scott, just lifting the ball up. I think he lost track of that for a little bit. Bews coming back to cover behind Will. Yeah, you never want to leave that on JR's racket. Oh, all the way around. Oh, yeah. That's a great shot there from Will. Great angle on that, JR. Not quite managing to get his racket on it.
8-4.
Well, absolutely capacity crowd here at Apawamis, which is pretty standard for Briggs Cup. A very knowledgeable, very excited crowd here. They really love their doubles. JR's been playing here for a long time. He's got a lot of very loyal fans. I think everywhere he goes, he's got some loyal fans. I think it's the very likeable personality and the talent. Oh, Scotty.
Side out, 5-8.
That was unnecessary. So easy from here. Oh, casually playing that one, but leaving himself a bit short. Get your hand down! Oh, this is really bugging me today. Hartigan just slapping that in the tin. Adam going back to querying the one he was waving his arm around about.
5-9.
Felt like JR's pickup was down. I feel like if JR thought it was down, he'd be the first person to call it on himself. It's quicker than he looks. Old Bowser. Don't know if he knows we've been calling him that yet, but I'm not entirely sure I understand the reference, but it's something to do with Mario Kart. Interesting looking at the positionings of the left wall versus the right wall with this pairing. Left wall seems to be pushing up pretty high. Right wall staying back a little bit. They are not happy with the way that came off the back wall. I think it just caught the neck.
6-9.
Expecting it to pop out a bit further. Good job, red team here to pull this back to 6-9. So
down.
Just before this match, we had top seeds
7-9.
Martha Mudge Machine rolling through Raj Nanda and Greg Park in 3, 6, 7 and 12. I'm not sure how many Briggs Cups of the 8 Damien's won, but he'll be looking to make it another one tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Oh, JR getting over there into the front right. See that too often. And that's an error there from Scott.
8-9.
Yep. Sidewall, bottom of the tin. 9-8. Game on. I feel like watching this, JR needs to remember what he was saying last night when we were watching these guys play. I'm sure it's, you know, easier said than done when somebody's putting the kind of pace on it that Hartigan's able to. But they're not doing a great job of moving Adam into that back left just yet.
Whoa. Down. 10-9.
Oh, that's another error there from the black team. JL's bread and butter there. Just missed clipping the top of the tin. 9-all. Oh, it's actually 10-9. Yikes. All right, we were commenting yesterday on the, you know,
11-9.
how laid back JR and Scott appear to be. It's quite funny watching JR talk to Scott. It's like father and son. But yeah, they can both do with a bit of a cattle prod occasionally. Big point here. They've gone from having a pretty comfortable lead, 9-5 I think it was, to being 11-9 down. A big run of points for the red team. It's a great shot there from Will. JR just putting that right on his racket.
12-9.
Executed that brilliantly. 12-9. Guys in red are just so much confidence in them right now. They are feeling great about the wins they've already had. They're playing well, seeing the ball like it's a basketball, and they're playing with nothing to lose, which I guess is everyone's favourite way to play, really. Another winner there. We have not seen Adam take too many steps into this back left, or Will into the back right for that matter, and they're very much dominating the middle of the court and putting the ball away when it comes to them. 13-9. Close to his partner there on that one. JR getting a racket under that. Good get. Will hitting it right back at him, which is the right tactic for someone who's scrambling back on the ball. I think that's a simple let. Scott trying to pull. It's a stroke. Not sure he was ready to play that. Oh well, what do I know? Apparently I got every call I made wrong yesterday, so clearly it's a good job I'm in the commentary box and not on the refereeing. Great get there from Adam. He's so far up the court that even unless it's perfect, he's very strong on that final step, like a good lunge, the opposite of team no lunge yesterday.
Just let. 14-9. Down.
Wow. And that is game. All right, Bews Hartigan take the first game 15-9. Russell Arnold started that game well. We're up 9-5, I believe, to let 10 points go in a row. Jesus. All right, we'll be back. All right, and we're back. First point of the second games, Russell Arnold. They are down 1-0 currently, surprisingly. They established a really good lead at the start of that first game, up 9-5, and just sort of took their foot off the gas and put a few too many balls on Hartigan Bews' racket. So, long way back for them here. Not as long as 2 games, obviously, but I think we'll start seeing a lot more balls going into the back left corner would be my guess. Making Adam play that ball over his head, which he plays well, but there's only so many times anyone wants to reach up there, and then he's having to take an extra step into that front corner. That's a nice shot there from Scott.
3-0.
But you know that because the score's on your screen. Little reaction volley there from Hartigan. Oh, play it.
3-love. For love.
Big advocate of playing the ball, but as I said previously, I may well be wrong because I have not made any correct calls yet this weekend. Why is your hand in the air? Yeah, you can't run around with your arm in the air and expect to get the next ball. How about you play out the rally?
Pickup was down. Not up.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is Scott's I don't agree face.
4-1. John Wright.
Not sure what the outcome was, but Russell Arnold 4-1. I know the rules in singles are that you're not allowed to question the ball during the rally. You're supposed to wait to the end of the rally. And in doubles it's a bit different because obviously the rallies can go on for a long time. So if you sort of question a ball at the front of the court at the end of the rally, the chances are that even the people on the court have forgotten which shot it is that you're questioning, let alone the people refereeing. So you do feel like you kind of need to let them know that you're questioning a certain shot. But for some reason, that arm in the air just really bugs me. Oh, that was rather hard. Scott seems to have taken it up a gear. I think he got a bit fed up with being out-hit by Hartigan. That is a lovely shot there from JR. That is a very nice singles volley drop shot. Can't teach that, kids. You can try. JR does, but some of that's just talent. Oh, sneaky, sneaky, Mr. Hartigan. Just stepping in front of his partner to take that ball and breaking it around. Great shot.
Down.
Oh, Scotty.
Side out,
reverse was behind him. Right shot, just didn't quite find it.
Five, 6.
I don't think that quite made the front wall. No, Scott walking away from it before it's even bounced. Knew that was happening, so they've given up another lead here at the start of the second. Back to 6-5. Scott a little bit starting to fall into that trap of trying to hit it through Adam.
Second man, Adam.
A rather solid brick wall on that left wall this weekend, and I don't know how much return they're going to get on the amount of effort that takes. Good get there, has just managed to cover it. Oh yes, JR. That's what we showed up for.
8-5, side
Very
out.
hard to see that coming. He's completely shown the straight length. Adam's taken his eye off it just in time for JR to roll it into that right-hand side wall. That's a much better width there for Scott.
Down.
Oh dear. I think
8-6.
him. Again, trying to put that through Adam. He got around him on the last one. But they are doing a better job of getting him moving, which is always the goal, regardless of who you're playing, is you're trying to find a gap. You know,
side out,
you've got
7-8.
two people standing on a line able to cover half a court each, and your job is to try and divide them and find a spot to hit into. Again, it's easy from here. As I'm oh dear, what just happened? I think we referred to that as a nutmeg the other day. Nutmeg, it's a soccer term, yeah. I think you just think that's when you nutmeg yourself.
Just let 8-all.
JR will not be happy with that. Not the nutmeg. 8-all. Very hard to play against a team like this who are, you know, young and fit and quick and really haven't made any errors. Puts a lot of pressure on the balls that you hit, that they you have to really win the rally. They're not going to give it to you.
Just let
there. JR not quite
It all.
finding the angle he was looking for, coming back a bit fast. It's pretty warm and bouncy on there. Like I said, we've got a full house, and the weather outside is frightful, so they've cranked the heating. Although in our little corner of the commentary box, we're still on the 8-minute cycles. That means 1 minute we're sweating and the next minute we're freezing. But oh, that's the first sort of racket error Will's made all game. I think he went for a little
8-9
backhand. So Russell Arnold up 1, 9-8. Again, I keep repeating the score like you can't see it, but just in case you're not actually watching the screen. Oh, and the ref says it too, so half your commentary is basically just people calling the score. Good get there by Will. JR looking to poach that one from the middle and put some pressure on Adam. That really is a good get from Will. He was not expecting to have to go get it. He's got one step towards it anyway though. Bad drop shot there from JR, just setting Adam up to
9-9.
put the ball by Scott. 9-all.
Side out, 10-9.
Confusion there. I think we managed to get both of the red team hitting that one. They really are the odd couple, aren't they? Completely different body types for Scott and JR, proving that squash is for everybody. Great rally from JR and Scott. We need to see a lot more of that. They've used the whole court, found some really good angles breaking into these guys. That was a really good point. Well played. Is that a winner from Scotty?
12-9.
Oh, that's a 10. Oh no, winner. Yep, 12-9. Lovely shot, Scott, well finished.
13-9.
Long rally there. Just Scott and JR obviously mixing up the pace a little bit and just making sure that they're not playing the unforced error, and Will just forcing that one. A little let there for Scott. 14-9, game ball black team.
Not up.
Oh, yeah. Well called, JR. Nice shot there from Adam.
14-10. Thank you.
Oh. One of the fun things, that's a random error, but one of the fun things about watching JR is he always makes it look he's got plenty of time on the ball, and towards the end of that game was a good example of that. So Russell Arnold take the second game, 15-10, it's 1-1, and me, myself and I will be back.
Take your seats, please, ladies and gentlemen. Take your seats. Quiet in the gallery. Take your seats.
All right, we're back.
Scores tied at 1 game apiece.
Third game, it's 1-1, as you can see.
Love all.
Busy house there, noisy crowd, far too much beer and wine being consumed. All the good stuff that is involved with the doubles tournament, and a great match on court.
One love.
Oh, homer to start. So JR and Scott just sort of reasserting themselves in that second game. They had a big lead in the first game, which they relinquished to a 15-9 game for the red team. And Oh, JR not happy with that, as he shouldn't be. Was that good? I think Scott just managed to get a racket up. No.
1-2.
Nope. No, yeah, was down.
Just let. 1-2. Bews. Side out, 3-1. Just let. 3-1. Down.
All right, lost track of this game slightly. Oh, black team up 4-1. Not sure what happened, but as I said, it's just me on my own in the commentary box, so I've got no one to ask.
The serve good, yeah. 4-2.
Hartigan is firing that into JR's feet. So a little background on this tournament. This is the 8th Briggs Cup. It's held every 2 years. It's the biggest prize money event on the men's tour and one of the biggest prize money events on the women's tour. That's a lovely shot from Will Hartigan. He plays that so well off the back wall in his backhand.
Side out, 3-4.
JR was saying last night that he used to coach Will when Will was a junior, or saw him play a lot at some tournaments, so I'm sure this is making him feel his age slightly. It's always fun to get on court with some kids that you used to be able to chop up around a singles court, and then they show you what a great coach you were by executing what you taught them. But yeah, this is the 8th installment of the Briggs Cup, second time that they've had a joint men's and women's event. They previously had a women's event on the off year of the men's Briggs Cup, but decided a couple of... Oh, that's not fair. JR he's gone, Adam's gone to cover the ball that JR was showing him, and I think he meant to pull that straight and send it the wrong way, but the catch in the corner added for that. But yeah, it's the second time they've had the men's and women's together, and it's a hugely successful event, raising a lot of money for City Squash, the Urban Youth Programme. It's now has 2 locations, one at Fordham College in the Bronx and the other at Poly Prep School in Brooklyn, where my partner Meredith Quick is actually a teacher. But yeah, an amazing programme run by the Executive Director Terence Lee and his staff, so many of whom are here this weekend, with a lot of the kids supporting. The legendary Brian Patterson is in the building, abusing people as per usual. Lovely to see him as always. But yeah, the main attraction of this event is the huge amount of money it raises for one of my personally favourite causes. I believe strongly in the work that these programs do. I think that the opportunities they provide for the kids that they support are unrivaled. Squash is the perfect sport to create, those one-on-one relationships that allow some of these kids to really flourish and become better students and better athletes, and give them access to things that they might not have previously had access to. So the Briggs Cup is a big part of the City Squash program, and it's great to be here. So thank you to the tournament committee. I believe it's Pierre Peterson, Tommy Clayton, Steve Mandel for all the work they do putting this event together, and Peter Briggs and the Pro Shop and his staff, Simba and Travis and Robert McDavid, and they're working hard this weekend. Travis Judson informed me earlier that he's running on fumes, which I can only imagine, with 4 pro-am draws of 16 and 2 professional draws. This tournament is a monster, and if anyone's got an algorithm for scheduling matches, I think Pete would be very grateful for it. Don't say club locker, anybody. It's not an option. Oh, that's a dead ball, I think. He's held that up, and it didn't really bounce.
Pickup was good.
Yeah, so he's throwing that into the balcony. Thanks, so rules of the game, you're supposed to throw it out so that the referee can check it rather than you checking it yourself. I think that was pretty obvious to everyone that one was did. And let's give it to the 28-year-old to warm the ball up. Let him wear his shoulder out a bit further. It's funny, JR was talking to us last night about the tactics of a new ball. It's interesting you're saying that obviously a 1-minute warm-up doesn't get the ball quite as hot as it will do in a game, but it bounces slightly differently. It skids through a bit more. It doesn't move quite as quickly, but it does bounce differently. New ball tends to favour a more experienced team. Again, those are words from his mouth, and he's about to show us whether that's the case or not. But smart choice letting the red guys warm the ball up. It is tiring to do that in the middle of a game, so a bit of experience showing there already. So a little look at the crowd. Who have we got there? I see Tim George in the middle there. The wonderful Tim George. Avid supporter of many, many doubles tournaments. Just behind him we've got Tommy Clayton, one of the committee members for this event. Bruce Brickman. We've got Monik Martha of the Mudge Martha Machine sat down the front. I'm guessing he's the left waller. Bobby Burns is the referee in the middle. And who's our right line? I think it looks like it's Greg Park, but it's hard to tell. Just out of eyesight, you've got Peter Briggs up there in his crow's nest.
Scott on the right.
Chair, bought specially for a Briggs Cup a few years ago. Nobody else allowed to sit in that seat.
60? Yeah.
I think the
side out
is warmed up again. We're ready to go. So 6-3 Scott JR. We'll see whether they can run away with a few points here using this new ball to their advantage. I imagine JR will be looking to attack the front as early as possible if he thinks, given based on what he was saying yesterday about a new ball. Yep, there it is. He took his own advice. I guess he would be saying that probably would have sat up a bit higher with the previous ball, but he knows that's going to lie down with this new ball. So a little quick point there for them to go 7-6, 7-3. A little bit of Star Wars on the red line there. JR sending it around, getting some movement on the ball. Nice double shot. Scott finding some good length there. Great recovery from Will. Dug himself out of that one. JR just mixing it up, going for that cross-court drop rather than the reverse. Oh, yeah, that's a good spot. So Will just catching him, finding himself completely out of position there. So this is everyone's last stop on the tour for 2017, I believe. And always nice to end the year with one of the best and favourites events for people. But right before Christmas, to pick up the largest paycheck on the tour is always helpful. And traditionally, this tournament's had some of the most competitive matches because it really does bring out the best teams, and people, you know, aim to peak this. That's a great another straight backhand
9-3
from JR. And sort of running away with this second game a little bit, like you sort of would expect an experienced team to do so, although last night you wouldn't have been able to tell that the red team were not as experienced as anyone else on the court. I was informed by both of them earlier that I was talking absolute nonsense about this being the first time they've ever played together. They actually played this tournament together 2 years ago. They also played the NAO together, so you know, I blame the person that gave me the cheat sheet for these matches. Alternatively, I could have just looked at the draw. And they also, I called them qualifiers, they were not qualifiers either, so I really was missing the mark across the board on that one. But I don't think I'll forget again. That's a great spot from Will. He's just found the JR's inside.
5-9.
There, kept it away from his racket. JR not happy with his hands there. He is notoriously quick with them, but as he is his tongue, but missed that one. Scott looking for that forehand nick. It looks like he could get a lesson off Fernando on how to hit that one. She was playing that beautifully earlier.
Put up.
That is a great shot. He's absolutely spanked that in there. Nice, Scotty.
5-10.
Will's quick, but he's not that quick. I think this is, if this game carries on this way, it's going to be a tough hole for red team to dig themselves out of. They're playing well, but they are getting outplayed at this point. JR and Scott sort of found their rhythm, and they've started to move the ball around the court and execute at the front. Yeah, just doing a really good job of making Adam chase that ball into that back right. That is a great shot. He sees Will creeping over, trying to help Adam out in that front left corner.
11-5.
He's just sent him right back into the opening.
Thank you.
I think Adam's
ball,
looking for a
11-5.
let there. I think he hit the chin, but hit JR as well. So simple that. Oh, stuck on the wall. I think one of the interesting things to watch about JR is how quickly he will recover into position from the back of the court. So he's not waiting to see if someone's going to shoot at him. He's not waiting to see what the next shot is. He's just moving way up the court into that space, because the ball that's going to beat him is going to go into that front left corner. It's not coming into the back left. So he's moving up to cover the ball that's going to beat him, and he'll worry about the one that gets over his head or past it if it happens.
12-5.
I think that's a winner there from Hartigan. Oh, no, 10. JR starting to look more and more comfortable with his position on the court. It's so dangerous when he gets comfortable and confident. There's few shots on the court that he can't hit. And I think the ones that he can't, Scott's got. So, solid pair really. Oh, that's a bit lucky. He did not mean that. He was definitely going through a reverse that Scott was about to go get.
12-6.
I think Scott told him that.
13-6.
Not quite able to get his racket head through that the way that he was hoping.
Ball.
Good wide serve. Clyde would have been proud of that one.
Yep.
Oh, I think JR thinks the ball's gone again. I have to say the doubles balls in the last couple of years have withstood a lot more than the old ones used to. It's nice to not watching the guys warm a ball up every game. I don't know what changes were made, but they seem to be working. Hello.
14-6.
Yeah. Adam's done a lot more work in the last 12 rallies than he did for the first 2 games, and it's really showing in the scoreline.
Side out, 7-14.
I think JR's just letting them know that did actually hit him, which I think was the end of the point. Oh, that's a good get, but he's just caught the top of the glass with that one. And that's game for the black team, 15-7. They lead 2 games to 1.
Take your seats, please. Take your seat. Quiet in the gallery. Quiet in the gallery. Take your seats. Black leads 2-1.
JR seems to be encouraging the crowd to be louder.
Love
while
all.
Briggsy is encouraging them to be quiet. Helpful. All right, 4th game. Black lead 2-1. Love all. As I said in the last game, I feel like JR is sort of settling into his comfort zone and seeing the ball, starting to see the ball really well. If I was Bews Hartigan, I would be keeping it away from his racket as much as I can at this point. But that does not look like the tactic, so we'll see. Oh, Adam, I don't know that going slow down the ball with JR is going to get you very far.
One love.
Oh, not quite. Lovely shot there from Adam. JR just leaving that
1-1.
a little bit wide, not quite pushing up on it and taking full advantage. So, match following this one is the 2nd women's semi-final. Number 2 seed Stephanie Hewitt and
2-1.
Krizek will be taking on qualifiers Amanda Sobhy and Todd. Nikki and Steph, both Canadian. Stephanie living in Toronto and playing in Toronto. I believe Nikki is also in Toronto, while Amanda is a US squash superstar based out of Boston, former Harvard player, and Krizek, the founder of the Women's Doubles Tour, and probably the best female to play this game yet. My mind.
Just let.
And I think it's going to be a great match. I'm certainly looking forward to it. I think we've got a really nice mix of talent, experience, and a certain Canadian who will run and run and run. So I hope you guys will stay tuned after this one to catch that.
Just let.
Very different kind of game to the one you're watching now, but no less entertaining.
Down.
Plus, we wear a lot more colour and
3-2.
Cuter. Really fed up with this all black look. JR suggested last night that at the beginning of the season, each team should pick a colour, and that's the colour they have to play in. And I think that'd be great because there's only there's a lot of teams, which means you're going to get a lot of colours. And black and white is not a colour, although I understand that white is, at some clubs that's the only option, so I think we'll leave white in there. But black and navy blue should be taken out. Every colour of the rainbow should be an option. And I think it would, just brighten the place up a little bit.
(5-2).
Scott not quite finding the angle he wanted, and Bews finding a gap through the middle. Ooh, Bews Hartigan establishing a bit of a lead here in this first game. That's a great get from Adam. JR played that pretty well, but he was right up on him as he did.
Side out 3-5.
Yeah, JR muscling Adam out the way there to just find the angle. Scott coming in to serve 3-5.
Not up. 4-5.
What happened there? Oh, yeah, JR just clarifying that Will's ball did not make it to the front wall off his cross-court nick. Oh, good hands there from Adam. Scott put a rocket into his right hip and he just got a racket on it. Scott's been caught by that a few times. Adam really he's being able to find a good angle. So
4-6.
JR was talking yesterday about how when you hit that cross court, how important it is to ensure that it breaks on the sidewall ahead of where the person's standing, and that shot there is exactly what JR was talking about. So as Scott's tried to play it, it's just coming in very sharply at his body, which makes for a very awkward angle. And oh dear, obviously at the pace it's coming at.
5-6.
Not sure what happened there. I think that's just a whiff. Yep, Hartigan shaking his head. Amanda Sobhy joining me in the commentary box. It's nice to have someone to talk to. It's very lonely in here. As I just said, Amanda getting ready for her match next. First competitive match is back for Amanda following this awful Achilles injury in March, I believe. So, oh wow, is this the anniversary? The 9-month anniversary today? Wow, so 9 months ago today, Amanda was in Columbia playing a PSA event. She was 10-5 up in the third against Olivia Blatchford, so match ball up, and she suffered a full rupture of her Achilles. So great to see her back on court this weekend and coming through qualifying for the semi-finals, taking on the second seeds in the next match on, and it's going to be a good one. Bang bang rally going on here. Oh, JR played that nicely. Just cut his swing off a bit short to avoid Adam and Lamb to play it. Came through the ball and just carved it into the nick. As you do. 6-all. So Bews, tight ball off the serve.
7-6.
Bit of a lucky bounce there for JR, and Bews going for it. I don't know if it's the right shot. JR seemed to be well up on that one. Behind the back there from Scott. Adam really is doing a good job of finding the good angle on Scott onto that cross court, but that's a nice winner there from Scott.
8-6.
Side wall, front wall from the back court. Will having to stay put until he'd hit the shot, just meaning he was a bit slower onto the ball than he would have liked. Oh, Scotty. He's chased that into the back. And
side out, 7-8.
Scowling at the ball. There he is, JR.
7-9.
Yeah, you cannot put that on JR's racket and not expect the rally to end. Not unless it's 9 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. Great length there. And again, good. Will losing his footing, trying to go and get the ball. Great gets here from Bews Hartigan. But yeah, there's only so many of them you can make. Oh, he's gone for it.
10-7.
Just getting starting to force some errors out of the blue team. They've played a lot of squash in the last 2 days. That's a great shot there. He's played that a few times as well.
10-8.
Adam, both matches really has played fantastically. This is certainly a team to watch for the future. Not one but 2 great wins, a good match here. It's obviously not over yet by any stretch of the imagination, but I think from now on, any time this guy's in the draw, not only will I not be calling them qualifiers and first-time partners, but I imagine most people will be taking note as to where they end up and hoping to avoid them.
11-8.
Good angle there from Scott into that side ball. shot, Adam.
Side out, 9-11.
Yeah, so JR, a good example there of why playing the ball can be effective. So he's found his way round Adam, held him back. Oh, wow. Look at that. A lot of arm strength there to be able to get his racket through that and put enough pace on the ball to get it all the way around that angle. It's a strong boy, Adam. They breed him strong in Shetland, where he's from. Geography is not great, but it's one of those tiny islands at the very top of the British Isles. Population 3.
Up.
Yes, JR. Casual. Look at that. It's just enough time to wave his hand and let everyone know that he goes down. 12-10. Still, they're still in this. This blue team, do not say die. They are dogs with bones. It's very impressive. They are not intimidated. They have not sat back on any of these teams. They have stayed strong. They have not made unforced errors, and they've done a, it's put people under a lot of pressure, and that's why we're watching them here in the semis today. Tenacity goes a long way. We said that about the Canadian teams at the Worlds. They got out onto court and they made it very clear they were not going to give up rallies easily, and the next thing you know, it's 14-0 in the fifth, and Thomas Brinkman and Robin Clark were 1 point away from being world champions. There's a lot to be said for consistent play and a really good attitude towards staying on court as long as it takes to get the job done. It's like it's a very singles attitude to squash. I mean, not my singles, but or JR's. We're not that kind of player, but there's a lot of players out there that just really are so mentally strong that they'll stay out there. That's a lovely shot from JR. Great finish. Little fist pump there. You don't see that too often.
Side out, 13-10.
Under that casual facade, he is very competitive. Oh, that's a good shot from Will there. What's he going to do with this? Oh. Yeah, they dominated that rally. They really wanted that one.
13-11.
Scott keeps looking at that same spot in the back right corner. Don't think that's a dead board, Scott. Yikes, these guys can hit it hard. Oh, that's a good shot from Scott, and JR
14-11, match
that.
ball.
Give them match ball. Fired that serving quickly with Adam was still regrouping, I think. Scott playing the body reaction game. Oh, right shot. It forced him out.
Side
but
out,
not quite
12-14.
far enough to
match ball.
himself a good angle.
Down.
So second match ball here for the black team. Oh, JR, that is very pretty. Look at that, perfect, and he knows it. So that is game and match to Russell Arnold, 3-1. They are into tomorrow's final against the Mudge Martha Machine at 8 p.m. Next match up on here, we have the second women's semi-final. Norelle Krizek and Stephanie Hewitt, the number 2 seeds, face qualifiers Amanda Sobhy and Nikki Todd. Stay tuned. Alright, welcome back to our last semi-final of the evening, the second women's semi-final, featuring the pair on court right now. On the left wall, Amanda Sobhy, and on the right wall, Todd of Canada, and they are up against number 2 seeds Krizek of Australia and Stephanie Hewitt on the right of Canada. Looking forward to a good game here. We've got a very evenly matched team for the last stint of the evening, and I honestly can't call who's going to win this. Krizek Hewitt obviously seeded higher and a very experienced team. Amanda Sobhy recently, brand new back on court from injury, and Todd new to the double scene, has certainly played a lot of squash, but first time pairing, so difficult to call. Krizek, one of the best women's player out there, but not playing on her preferred wall. She is an incredible right waller. She's an amazing left waller, but she's certainly stronger on her right. Stephanie Hewitt has also played both sides, but they choose to play this way round. So Amanda, being left-handed, is very much a left wall player, but we'll see. Skirts is Krizek Hewitt. In the, I think it's a nice teal colour, although it's hard to tell on the monitor. But white and teal, and then all black is Sobhy Todd. So second rally of the match. It's going to be a long one. I think we're going to see a lot of rallies like this. There we go. That's first Krizek winner. Start the clock on those. There's going to be a lot of them. Narelle, known as one of the most fantastic shot players out there. Stephanie Hewitt, incredibly athletic, great shot player herself, but definitely great court coverage and very steady. She, you are not going to see too many errors off Stephanie's racket. She very experienced and very smart player. And Todd, fastest player on tour. So we've got a good balance of, missed that one, but quickest player on tour and smiliest player on tour. You've never seen anyone lose a rally with quite the grin on their face that Nikki does, but she plays with such a good nature. I think she plays singles the same way, current 52 in the world on the PSA rankings, and PSA Player of the Month, Nikki Todd, this month. So she looks familiar, that's why. Nice little winner there, seeing the opening on the front right.
Step on the
cuts
left,
that ball in. It's a very much a singles shot. Not too many doubles players playing that one, but she moves it in nicely. Joined in the commentary box by my pro-am partner, Lucian Burnett. We have a match on after this, so we'll be taking notes. We face Stephanie Hewitt and John Eric Overbeck. So we're hoping this match goes for about 2.5 hours, is that right? Although, as I was just saying, Stephanie's got excellent court coverage. She does not tire easily. She is in fantastic shape. That's a great shot there from Nikki. Steph not quite getting a racket on it. That's what they've got to look out for. So Krizek wants to cover behind Stephanie. She's going to have to make sure she gets it past both the rackets of Amanda and Nikki, otherwise she's leaving herself open to attack in that front left corner. But oh dear, so going for the straight drop there, which I think is the right shot. She just didn't play it as well as she would have liked. We're currently in the, you've heard us talk about it already, the heating here at Apawamis goes in 8-minute cycles, and we're currently at the tail end of a cold cycle, aren't we, Steve?
4-all.
And in about 6 minutes time we'll be back to 100 degrees. So the shot they've really got to look out for here from Krizek at the back of the court is, we're talking earlier about how Peter Briggs is always saying to a lot of us that he taught to play, and he certainly taught myself to play, is that if someone's going to beat you from the back wall, they're going to beat you anyway. And with Krizek, that is especially true. Her 3-wall from the back of the court and her straight kill is
left
lethal, and you won't find a better shot out there. You've really got to watch her from the back of the court. She is not going to reset the ball the way that you're hoping
Down.
she will. She is going to play the ball. That's a
Hand
nice
out,
shot there.
5
She's
all.
taken that one from Stephanie, as she should. That's a 3-wall on Stephanie's side, but it's coming out as an angle straight to Narelle's racket. Much better for her to play it. Stephanie staying in place and keeping Nikki back behind her, which is smart when you've got a player that quick. So as we said, Amanda newly back on court, preparing for her return to the PSA World Tour at the Tournament of Champions. She's played a lot of doubles. She was giving her a bit of a hard time earlier when she claimed she's not a doubles player, but her and Natalie Granger were the 2013 World Champions, so you know she's played more than enough to be a very, very competent doubles player. I played with her myself in the Boston Open last year. That's a great shot there from Steph, just backing Nikki out. Amanda not quite getting the depth on that cross court that she was hoping for. Oh, Amanda. So that's what we're talking about. She's Amanda just indicating that she knows she needs to get herself across to that side wall. Crossing is a hard thing to learn to do, but Amanda, you have been playing for a while now, so you should know better. We'll let her off for now because she. Oh, that's a great length. So that's, you know, she's got so strong on that racket. Amanda is known on the singles, you know, on any squash court for her racket head speed. She's a very strong athlete, and she does really whip that racket through, and it allows for, you know, some great shots like that and some really great deception. Narelle just looking for that side wall, front wall winner from the back. As I said, she is absolutely lethal from the back and the front and the middle, but you really got to watch her off the back wall.
7-6. It was just 6 off.
So I think just a bit of confusion about the score. It sounds like it's 7-6. Sobhy Todd. Are we in an 8-minute cycle? They just turn the heating off full stop at this point. Sunday night at Apawamis. I think one of the things that Nikki and Amanda need to be a bit careful with here is that you know, when you've got a player as dangerous as Narelle is that you try and keep the ball away from her. But you know, Steph is not somebody that's going to give it up. You know, she's not going to give you cheap rallies. She's going to chase balls down, and she's going to keep consistently putting it in tough spots. So if you decide to not play one of these players, you're limiting your options around the court, and they need to be very careful that they don't end up hitting too many predictable balls into the same spot against Steph. She's got a lethal reverse and a very nice straight kill, and you know, Nikki aside, she's one of the quickest players on tour. Oh, just catching Narelle again with that. So it's a good shot to play. Narelle sort of creeping over. She likes to go and find balls on the other side of the court that you're not expecting her to hit, but it does leave her a little bit vulnerable on that left wall. Three-wall boast there. Moving Nikki up the court. Yeah, that's a great reverse there from Amanda. Not the best angle to play it from, but she moved her feet well and she knew exactly where she wanted to put it. A little team talk there for Krizek Hewitt. Error from the back of the court there. She's looked for that sidewall front wall, but not the right shot. Narelle read that and was all over it, and you know, not like we've been talking about, leaving her loose. Not what you're aiming for. Nice reverse there from Nikki. Bad width from Steph.
11-7.
She's quick, but that's a well executed shot. Sobhy Todd up 11-7 this game. High pace here. The team in black obviously looking to move the ball around quickly. It favours their strength and their speed. Little racket twirl there from
12-7.
Narelle. Yeah. Again, Amanda was moving up on that. I think she saw it coming, putting Narelle under pressure to play it perfectly, which she certainly can do, just not quite that time. Well, Norel trying to go and find that ball on the right wall.
13-7 left.
Oh, just tried to roll it in on a straight drop, which is a good shot. Steph had Nikki blocked out. So 13-7, Sobhy Todd, first game. Oh, there it is. As I was saying, absolutely. So she's missed the first one and made a slight adjustment, and that is a great shot. Both Nikki and Amanda saw that coming. Not much they could do about it. Forehand and backhand, she plays that so well. Just catching the tin on that one. Nikki, not again, going for that
game ball.
Side wall, front wall. Narelle's all over it. Very lucky to get away with that one. Game ball, Sobhy Todd. Sobhy Todd, it sounds like a first. It sounds like a full name.
Game
Steph
to Amanda and Nikki.
That's first game, Sobhy Todd, 15-9. I'll be back. So I think if I'd been talking to Narelle and Steph in this game, I'd have been encouraging them to slow it down, lift the ball, and play doubles. They're playing two singles players essentially, and going in straight lines against them is not going to help. They need to start throwing some skid boasts. Narelle needs to start working her three wall. There needs to be a lot more angles played here. Make it uncomfortable for them, and don't let Amanda use her power and Nikki use her speed. Make it awkward for them is what I would have suggested. She's so strong from there, and she's just picked a really good spot, like right on Steph's left foot.
Hold on, stop. You're on the other side. It's 3 love.
Narelle taking a very high position up there in the court, looking for balls. Good call there from Amanda to go get that one, I think. That's what I want to see. That's a great shot. There it is. There's that 3 wall.
4 love.
Oh, Nikki just making it, I think. Yeah, my bad. When you've got people this quick on the court, she's going to play it. She's going to have to follow it up. But that's a
5 love.
Error there from Narelle. So, Todd Sobhy really settling into this match. 5-love up in this second game. Krizek struggling to find the opportunities to use her shot making at the moment, but you can certainly never write it off. And they've played a lot of matches with Narelle, and she can put the ball away as and when she feels like it. So 5-love is not. It's a good lead, but it's not 15. That's a great ball she's put back there. Steph looking for that reverse, Amanda picking it up. It's a long old rally, yeah, Nikki, that's a smart ball. Narelle's trying to recover from the back there, and she's just put her
on
back
the right.
in, just caught Narelle a little bit flat. Great ball there from Krizek, little 2-all.
Hand out 1-6.
Saw Nikki hanging back. Again, you cannot take your eye off her when she's in the back of the court like that. There it is. There's that 3-wall, just not as well as she wanted to play it, but it's putting the ball at an awkward angle for Nikki, who, again, when you're playing two very strong singles, that's not ideal, but you're playing two singles players, you really want to be putting it in positions that are different from the way that the ball bounces on a singles court. Just making it as uncomfortable as possible.
Down. 3-7. Left. Steph. Down.
That's a nice shot there from Steph. She plays that really well. She's got a high margin for error, but it's fading into the sidewall and it's running away from her opponent. It's a really great shot. It looks gettable, and yet it gets further and further away from you. Amanda playing a similar shot, just clipped the sidewall and stayed down. A little bit of frustration there from Krizek. There it is again. It's a really effective shot. You know, as we said, Nikki not as effective as that, but it's a good shot. That's a lovely finish there from Nikki. I played against her in the Pro-Am earlier, and she can hit that with real consistency, and you have to be taking 2 steps towards it as she hits it to have any chance of getting up on that. Nice reverse there. Yeah, that's a great. Amanda read that very clearly. She's
10-4.
Great to see her moving like that. That is strong movement into that front corner, and you know, a lot of the movement that she's going to get back is confidence. You can see how, even from this camera angle, how much smaller her left calf is than her right calf. They've nicknamed themselves Team No Calf, because I don't think Nikki's ever had one. But
10-5.
Yeah, great get by Steph. Not quite as quick onto that one, but really good to see Amanda moving and striking the ball and looking confident in her own. You know, in the steps that she's taking. Her mum and dad both in attendance this evening. Lovely shot, Steph. Really good. So Steph really starting to attack the ball. She's seeing a lot of them, and this is what I'm talking about. You can't, you know, she's not going to start putting the ball on the floor just because you hit a lot to her. She's way too experienced for that. She's way too steady. There it is again, the Krizek winner from the back.
7-10.
Sobhy Todd had a large lead here. It's slipping away, 10-7, and this is where Krizek is really dangerous. She can, when she gets on a roll, you really need to break that roll as quickly as possible. That's good length. Really good length. Nikki needed to try and take that early. It's just died in the back, and now there's only 2 points between them. What was looking like a very one-sided second game is no longer.
Down.
Oh, little frame winner there from Norel. Tight ball from Amanda.
9-10 left.
A little bit of confusion from Amanda and Nikki about who was going to get that. I think Amanda might have had it if she'd been able to take an extra step, but Nikki was in the way.
Yeah.
Nikki spending a bit too much time apologising for catching Steph there. Concentrate on the rally. Nearly ended up losing it. It's a smart shot there from Amanda, forcing Steph into the back. Oh, that's a great shot from Nicole. Yeah, she's played that from behind her. She's played that really well. Got a racket all the way around the side of it.
9-11 on the right.
To find that angle across the court. They needed that as well. That was about to get very, could have been 10-all. It's now 11-10. Big point here. They will do well not to give Krizek an opening on this in this point. That is a lovely shot from Steph. Well played. Saw the ball in the air, no hesitation. Tough one to play at such a tight point in the match, but played it well. It's a good ball. That's the kind of shot that we need to see a lot more of from these guys. Get the ball moving and just keep putting these girls in awkward spots. Morel very forcefully calling Steph off that ball at the back, and rightly so, I think, you know, given that. Oh dear.
Handout 12-10.
Wow.
12-10.
I think that must have come out of a corner in a way that she did not expect. Have not seen the double-handed backhand in a while. Lovely shot there from Nikki. Bad cross court onto a racket.
13-10.
In a bad spot. Oh dear.
14-10 game point.
So what was becoming a close game, Krizek Hewitt have just handed away 14-10 now. I mean, the game's not over, but some sloppy errors there. And that's game 15-10.
Love, love all. One love. One all. Down.
All right, it's the start of this third game.
Hand out, 2-1.
Sobhy Todd up 2-love, reasonably comfortably. A little patch in the middle of the second where I think we got hit 9-all. Unfortunately, number of silly errors from Krizek Hewitt. That's a great ball there from Amanda. She's so strong on that. Look at that racket head speed. Sets up brilliantly, fires through it, knows full well she doesn't want to hit the side ball on that one. So establishing an early 3-1 lead in this third game. I don't really see them finding a way back into this match. They haven't really shown a consistent plan to win this one, but as I said before, you can never count Hewitt out, or Krizek, either of them. But at the moment, just I think the court coverage of Sobhy Todd is proving a little frustrating. Good get there from Steph. That is good play from Hewitt there. She is really looking for those balls at the front, and she's moving around the front. She knows that she wants to put it into that front left corner. That is really well played from Hewitt there. Great angle there from Krizek, just finding a great spot
3-4.
right in the wall where Nikki's trying to take a swing. So 4-3, claw back a few points, and this is a really crucial part of this game to see if there's going to be any chance of these two getting back into this match. I think that one's into powered cross court into the ceiling from Steph. She took that off her back foot, unfortunately. Steph, the only player on the WSDA tour to serve backhand from the left side. Personal preference. Great get there from Steph. Narelle coming across to cover it. And reverse. Oh, not quite, but still in the rally, and she's going to go round on that one. That's a good get from Amanda. Narelle hit that well. So that's where the frustration is going to creep in. That was a great ball there from Narelle, and I think that's a winner from Nikki.
4-5. Step on the right.
Well played, guys.
4-5.
Back within 1 point. Oh, you really need to ask for a let on that one. Although having said that, if she'd managed to get through and play it, Nikki was very out of position. But I think she was going cross court anyway, and Amanda was well up.
Down.
Yeah, that's a great shot. I don't
down.
think Amanda's saying she got it. I think that nicked out.
That's the one linesman.
Oh.
Double.
No, I think she got that on the second bounce.
6-5.
She's moving up on it. She knows it's coming. I think we all know it's coming. It's just most of us can't do anything about it. Really feel like Steph is playing some really good squash, attacking in the right points, defending brilliantly. Like I said, her court coverage has always been impressive. She's
down.
Nearly got a racket on that one as well. She's been the women's world
7-5
champion.
right.
Actually,
Amanda.
so both her and Narelle have been the women's world champions and the mixed world champions. Amanda has been a women's world champion and a mixed silver medalist. But
8-5.
That's a 10 from Nikki. Oh no, that's a great winner. Good shot. Narelle just showing a little bit of frustration with her cross court there. So Sobhy Todd back to a good lead here, 8-5. No need for that, Nikki, I don't think.
6-8.
Although I guess Steph was a little bit further back than she maybe would have liked to have been. Narelle just questioning that pickup from Amanda, rightly so, I think. Again, I don't. That's a stroke. Although we've been talking about how yeah, that is a very clear stroke, I think.
7-8.
Looks like Narelle was ready to appeal that before they'd even made the decision. Not that you can appeal anymore, but oh, she plays that shot well. It's not a traditional double shot. It tends to be played by singles players on a doubles court, but it catches us unaware because we really don't see it coming, and she does play it well. It dies nicely and doesn't. Oh wow. That must be a Boston U Club shot, because Fernanda's got the same one on the other side. When those two pair up, it's definitely one to make sure it doesn't see either of their rackets, as they are at the Boston Open early next month. Really smart balls there from Steph, just working Amanda up and down the court, not letting her hit anything from a comfortable spot. She's a little bit unlucky with that rally. She played that really well. Amanda just finding again that little two-wall boast, that single shot that more traditional doubles players don't expect to see as often, and that takes Sobhy Todd to 11-7. It's tough because that is her shot and she does play it well, but that is a poor error from Krizek, unfortunately. Amanda, come on, you got to get over on that. Narelle not happy with not quite sure what she's moaning about though.
I know, but
the clash was earlier in the rally.
She got the ball.
Room to come.
And I'm trying to get back.
Yeah, but you have to call let. I don't know.
Not
What do
sure
you guys?
I mean,
I'm saying no let.
the ball's hit the front wall. I
What are
mean,
you
there's
saying?
no one around
Your
her.
side first.
I understand that there
No
was some
let.
contact. The
I
point.
did. I saw.
Oh wow.
I'm supposed to go to the wall.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand that, but your partner hit the ball.
She's like really not happy with that. I don't know what the
No, I
what
do
decision was
understand that.
given.
She
I'm
just
assuming no let.
13-7 on the left.
Yeah, I have to say I agree with that. If she'd asked on the previous point when they got tangled, but the point when she was going to play the ball, unfortunately there was no one around her. That's a great shot. That's a shot. That's a I'm
13-8.
rather cross with the last decision kind of winner. Let's see where we can go, because I've seen her play 3 or 4 of these back to back. Yep, there's that 2-all again. That's just going to take
14-8 match ball.
Sobhy Todd to match ball. And that is match. Sobhy Todd, 3-love, 15-8, 15-10, 15-8. They will face Briggs in tomorrow's final, 7 p.m. Tune in then, 7 p.m. for the women's final, 8 p.m. for the men's final. Happy Sunday, people.